sighting in our backup iron sights. We'll be sighting in the front, obviously adjusting the elevation, and the rear adjusting the windage. We're going to be shooting 3-shot groups, making sure that our shots are all consistent with same sight picture, same breathing habits, and just making sure that we're putting a small group as we can to confirm where we're shooting at so we can adjust properly for our iron sights. We're shooting Wolf 62 grain 223 ammunition. I'm specifically shooting 62 grain because the LWRC is a 1 in 7 twist barrel, so you ideally want to be shooting at least a 62 grain or higher grained ammunition just to make sure that you're directly on target where you want to be. So we'll go ahead and shoot our sight in our iron sights first here and see how close we can get and make some adjustments. Today we're doing a 36-yard zero. 36 yards because 36 yards is the same point of impact as 300 yards, and we want to make sure our rifle is sighted in for a 300-yard zero with our iron sights and then also the ACOG.
Alright,
so we took 3 shots. I made sure I kept my sight picture the same. I didn't move at all until I was done with my 3. Take a look down here and see where I'm at.
where are you at?
Alright, based on my shots, I got pretty lucky. My iron sights are pretty much on target, so normally I would confirm with some other ammunition, take 3 more shots just to confirm it, just to make sure that it wasn't affected by me shooting.
Fire when ready.
Same as before. I do have 1 shot that I pulled, so I know that's my user error, but otherwise our iron sights are pretty much good to go. We'll move on to the ACOG. The nice thing about the ACOG is it's an extremely accurate sight. It is a 4 times magnified optical sight, and it is widely used by our military as well. This specific model, this TA-31F, is used by our military quite extensively. It is a fiber optic run. The reticle will light up red during the day, and then at nighttime it runs on tritium inside. So the reticle will always be red for you. It helps you pick up the sight picture a little bit easier. The nice thing about the ACOG is once it's zeroed in, it's pretty much zeroed in for anybody that's going to go ahead and use it. It holds its zero very well. You can bang it around, smack it, and nothing's going to happen to it. It's pretty much going to hold its zero for you, which makes it a really nice, reliable sight to use for any shooter. Alrighty, we're going to confirm the sight in the zero on the ACOG now. ACOG obviously has your elevation and windage adjustments built into the sight. So obviously the arrow pointing up means if we want to change our point of impact on the target up, we'll move that up after we shoot our 3 shots. And over here it has an R for right. You turn it this direction if you want to change your point of impact from right to left. So we'll adjust that after we take our 3 shots. Okay, we got 3 shots down. My elevation is actually very good. I just need to take it right. Every click on here is a 1/4 inch movement at 100 yards. So I know I want to take it at least maybe 2 clicks to the right. And other than that, we'll turn it and see what we can do to get it a little bit closer.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to prove that the ACOG can be shot by multiple users without making any adjustments at all. So that way we know that it's still that deadly accurate regardless of who's using it. Whatever. That should be good enough. Alright, so what we showed you here today is not only the ACOG and the LWRC, but what we're also going to, one of the things that I wanted to point out too is that we proved that the ACOG is very accurate for somebody interswitching users. One thing I want to point to is that the reason why my shot groups weren't that off, I haven't shot a rifle in a while, and I wasn't really relaxed because we're doing a video here a whole 9 yards, but my breathing pattern was off. When you shoot a rifle long range and you're zeroing, one of the most important things is paying attention to PABs. Position, having a good body position in the prone position. Aiming, making sure that your aiming is accurate. Your breathing is relaxed and you're shooting on your lulls. And your squeeze is fluid and conformed. You're not jerking the trigger. Even with all those things being said, we were still at pretty decent shot groups interswitching users. And remember that that's also for a 300-yard type zero. So even though there was this big of a picture, at 300 yards, I could still possibly hit a silhouetted target. Okay?
Alrighty, now that we've sighted in our M6 A2, we've sighted in the iron sights, we've sighted in the ACOG, the rifle's ready to go. As you can see, a combination of the really good rifle and the optics, we can put some really nice groups down range. And now we're going to have a little fun with it. So next segment we'll be breaking down the M6 A2 from the factory and showing you all the different parts and features of the rifle. And we'll see you guys in the next segment. Thanks for joining us.
That's good.